Starting small doesn't mean thinking small. It means building with focus and intention so your systems work, your marketing makes sense, and your offer sells. Hey, I'm Tine, your pivot and pay strategist. I help Black women double their income by leveraging their existing skills. I am all about getting Black women paid, whether you're an employee or a business owner. And you're listening to the Getting Black Women Paid podcast. Let's go. Hey, welcome back to the Getting Black Women Paid podcast. I'm your host, Tine Zekas, here to help you shift, strategize, and secure the bag with intention. Last week, we talked about something major, 7 things to consider when leaving a job. So if you're standing at the edge of a big decision, if you've been thinking it might be time to go back and give that one a listen. Because today, we're picking up right where we left off. In this episode, we're getting into the 7 essential things to consider when starting a business. Whether you're turning a passion into a side hustle or stepping boldly into full-time entrepreneurship, there's a whole lot to think about before you launch. And the truth is, most folks skip the foundation and try to go straight to the results. Not us. We're going to take it step by step with strategy, clarity, and care. Let's jump in. The first thing to consider when starting a business is side hustle or main gig. Before you start ordering business cards or building websites, ask yourself, is this a side hustle or your main thing? There's no wrong answer here, but the clarity matters. Because a business you're building in the margins of your day is going to move differently than a business that needs to start paying the bills in the next 90 days. It's about capacity. It's about urgency. It's about pressure. Running your business as a side hustle might give you more room to experiment, test, and grow slowly. But if it's your main source of income, you need a faster path to revenue and a support system to match. So ask yourself this: how do I want this business to function in my life for the next 12 months? And what kind of support do I need to make that happen? Pause the podcast if you need to, say it out loud, write it down, but get clear, because the rest of your strategy starts here. The second thing to consider when starting a business is your financial runway. Let's talk about the money. Specifically, how much time can you buy yourself to get this thing off the ground? Your financial runway is the cushion you have to pay yourself, pay your bills, and cover your business expenses before your business becomes profitable. Now, this doesn't mean you have to have 6 months of savings in the bank before you can start. But it does mean you need to be real about your timeline. If your savings can carry you for 3 months, but your business model won't start bringing in money for 6, that's a gap we need to name. A gap we need to solve for now, not later. You might take on freelance work, cut back on expenses, or start your business as a side business first. There's no shame in pacing yourself. The key is to plan for real life, not just the highlight reel. If you're dreaming about starting your own business, here's a question worth asking. How long could I financially sustain myself if I started tomorrow? What could I do to extend that runway? Be honest with yourself. The clearer you are about your money, the more empowered you'll be in your next move. The third thing to consider when starting a business is your startup costs. Now, this one trips up a lot of people because sure, starting an online business might be cheaper than opening a storefront or buying a franchise, but that doesn't mean it's free. Even if you're offering a service, there's still setup work, branding, software, business registration, maybe a website, or a coach to help you put it all together. And don't forget about the hidden costs, subscriptions you thought were free, tools you forgot to cancel, or upgrades you didn't budget for. So please don't wing it on this part. Write it all down, even the small stuff, especially the small stuff. It adds up fast. If you're serious about launching, here's the question to sit with. What will it actually cost me to get this business off the ground? And where might I find or save that money? You don't need to have it all today, but you do need a plan, because clarity is power, and your strategy deserves more than guesswork. All right, so far we've talked about how to decide if your business will be a side hustle or your main gig. We've looked at your financial runway, and we've broken down the importance of understanding your startup costs. These are the foundations: your clarity, your cash, your capacity. But after the break, we're getting into the build, your people, your product, your systems, and how to actually pay yourself like the boss you are. Let's take a quick break, and then we'll get back into it. Hey sis, have you been wondering how you can take your income to the next level? Did you know that I help Black women just like you leverage their skills to dramatically increase their earnings? Whether you're in the corporate world or starting your own business, I'm here to help you map out a strategy that expands your income and impact. So for a limited time, I'm inviting you to schedule a complimentary income elevation discovery call with me. Together, we'll talk through your goals and challenges. Visit www.gettingblackwomenpaid.com/schedule to book your call. This is your time to level up. Schedule your complimentary income elevation discovery call today, and let's create the blueprint for your next financial breakthrough. Visit www.gettingblackwomenpaid.com/schedule to grab your spot. Let's get you paid and positioned for more. All right, let's get back to the episode. Welcome back to the Getting Black Women Paid podcast. Let's jump into the second half of our checklist for launching your business. And this next one is major. The fourth thing to consider when starting a business is market research. Listen, you do not want to skip this step. I know it's tempting to jump straight into branding or building the website, but if you don't know who you're selling to, none of that will matter. Market research isn't just about numbers or fancy reports. It's about people. It's about understanding who your offer is for and what they actually need. What are they Googling at midnight? What's stressing them out at work? What do they wish someone would just do for them already? That's your job, to know your people and speak directly to them. So ask yourself this: who is this business actually for? And have I done the work to really understand what they want and need? Because the more clearly you know your people, the more powerfully you can serve them and get paid well for doing it. The fifth thing to consider when starting a business is your main product. Let me say this loud and clear. You do not need a full product suite to launch. You need one thing that solves a real problem for a real person. Not 17 freebies, not 6 side services, not a brand deck with 4 logos and a matching mood board. One offer, one audience, one result. Starting small doesn't mean thinking small. It means building with focus and intention, so your systems work, your marketing makes sense, and your offer sells. So here's the question: what is the one offer I can confidently lead with? And is it something people will actually pay for? test it, price it, name it, and start there. That's your foundation. Now, once your offer is clear, you'll need something just as important, the systems to support it. The sixth thing to consider when starting a business is your systems. Listen, systems do not have to be fancy, but they do need to be functional. Because if you don't track what's coming in, what's going out, and how people are finding you, you're not running a business. You're running a very expensive hobby. So start simple. Pick one place to track your income and expenses. Pick one platform to show up consistently and connect with your audience. And give every dollar a job in your business. This isn't just about organization. It's about sustainability. So ask yourself, what systems do I need in place to run this business without burning out or burning through my money? You don't need to automate everything on day one, but you do need to think beyond vibes. And once the systems are in place, it's time to talk about the check, your check. The seventh thing to consider when starting a business is, how will you pay yourself? Now I know we're building from purpose, we're building with vision, but let's be clear, you still need to get paid. Too many new entrepreneurs pour everything into the business and forget to take care of the person building it. So yes, plan for taxes. Yes, reinvest in your growth, but also make a plan for how you'll pay yourself, even if it's small at first, even if it's once a month. Start the habit now because it reinforces this truth. You are not just the visionary. You are the labor. You are the leadership, and you deserve to be compensated accordingly. So ask yourself this: what's my plan for paying myself consistently, confidently, and with care? Because sustainability isn't just about systems, it's about support. And you need to be supported too. Whew, okay. Let's take a breath and run that back. Here are the 7 things to consider when starting a business. 1, side hustle or main gig. Decide how your business fits into your life right now. 2, your financial runway. Know how long you can sustain yourself while you build. 3, your startup costs. Get honest about what you'll need to invest to get started. 4, market research. Understand who you're serving and what they really need. 5, your main product. Focus on one clear offer that solves a real problem. 6, your systems. Set up your processes so the business can run without burning you out. And 7, how will you pay yourself? Build compensation into your model from day one. Every one of these steps helps you build not just a business, but a business that can last. One that works for you, not the other way around. And hey, if this episode got you thinking about leaving your job as part of your journey, go back and check out our last episode, 7 Things to Consider When Leaving a Job. It's the perfect companion to this one, and it'll help you make that exit with intention, clarity, and confidence. If you found today's episode helpful, subscribe wherever you're listening now and share it with another brilliant Black woman who's ready to build something bold. Thanks for tuning in. And remember, every step you take is a step toward getting paid. I'll see you in the next one. Hey, thanks for listening to the Getting Black Women Paid podcast. If you want to hear more episodes like this one, subscribe wherever you're listening now. And if you love what you heard, be sure to leave us a review. And make sure you share this podcast with the incredible Black women in your life so we can continue getting Black women paid. All right, we'll see you in the next one.